Does anybody have a hot, passionate take about Jayden Daniels' moms?
I do. Well, I don't know if it's a hot take.
Come on, let's tell the truth.
Wait, what happened?
How passionate is it?
These fucking black parents.
What happened?
She sat in the middle of him and
She won't let nobody get close to Jayden Daniels.
middle of him and JuJu.
He's already out saying that.
Right.
She's got interviews talking about how she's not letting any of these young Jezebels and hootenannies and harlots come fuck shit up for her kid. Honorable and respectable. We've seen horrible fucking stories about that, so we get that. Great. Mom doing her due diligence.
Then you fast forward to the game, and
the game the other day, we see Jayden Daniels and Jayden Daniels and JuJu sitting next to each other, showing all the teeth.
They looked happy, and people were saying, "Oh, they look happy" on Twitter. Oh, they look so cute together. Fast forward a couple seconds later,
because there's two people that we've never seen look happy.
That too.
It's that part.
Right.
We've never seen either one of them happy. Jayden Daniels was making a playoff run and didn't smile.
He smiles.
Very barely. JuJu eyes been closed for 2 years. She was alert. She just smiling. They was mingling. Come on, there was a thing. They were very clearly into each other.
Yeah, they looked happy. Okay. She was flirting and all that, or looked like a flirtatious
body language.
Yeah, body language. They looked a bit like happy young people. And then the next thing you know, Mama was in between them,
in the middle of them.
In the middle, and JuJu face looked. She looked more unhappy there than she tore her ACL.
And the stands, my nigga.
You gotta leave a little space for the Lord.
But the mom was extra. She didn't just sit in between them.
She was pointing at the camera.
She was extra.
She was telling him, watch the game. She was telling him, no, focus this way.
She was yelling at him?
Not yelling, but she was just telling him like this. Like,
kind of.
It was very clear that she was making a point.
Yeah.
Saying, I can see y'all two on the TV, on the screen. There's too much going on.
We're not doing
Break it up. We're not doing that here.
And this is all I'm going to say. And y'all might agree, y'all might disagree. I don't know. I think it's okay to protect your children from the outside world, especially when they are stars and there are vultures going after them. But some moms that I see act like those sons are their husbands.
Yes.
They act like they're their dudes, and they treat them like they go with them. And it's almost like they can't let them go out into the world. And I think that shit is also unhealthy. And there has to be some kind of balance between protecting your kid and not acting like... You know, and I know how it happens. He's the man of the house. You know, I don't have a husband around. I have a dude around. I don't know their story. I'm just saying that's often how it happens. But it gets to a point where it's unhealthy and it's weird. And that's what that shit looked like to me on that
I will say, from most of the interviews I've seen with Jayden Daniels, he seems to be very religious and seems like he was probably raised in that type of situation. So this is not particularly shocking.
Them be the ones that like pussy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. No. He didn't look too happy, though, after neither. He wasn't happy.
No.
This is also embarrassing. Find your voice with me.
Hey, yo, Aki. His mother couldn't stop nothing in college. That nigga was an all-pro, big-time quarterback. I don't give a fuck what religious background he had in college.
He was doing missionary work.
Tons of missionary work. For the multitudes. Fuck did you talk about, nigga? 5 loaves. That's what he was doing.
I still think it's different you doing it, you having that relationship with your mom, and you behaving a certain way when she's not around versus how you act when she's around.
I think that
we're speculating. We don't know.
We joking, but I think that when you try to be, again, to Mark's point, overprotective, I just think it backfires. I think that what happens is when you try to protect your kids too much in the real world.
What's the word I read that made it nasty? It's one of the new terms they came up with I never heard of. Incestual parenting.
Weird. That's getting weird.
But it is a term.
It's
Joe Budden didn't make it up.
I don't think this is that, but incestual means that they... Yeah. No, but that's what
I've never heard that.
I've heard it. But like it's kind of what you said. Some parents... Well, Mark was
It's exactly what Mark described.
Yeah, that's the definition.
When I look it up, that's the definition.
The girls go to college that was sheltered. They come home first semester pregnant. The football team got to her and told her how pretty she was, and you sheltered her whole fucking life and didn't let nobody tell her how pretty she was and didn't let her go on no dates. And guess what? The linebacker backed her line out. That's what happens.
Was her dad in her life?
I don't know. But he might have been overprotective
Definitely
too.
wasn't a girl dad around.
He might. That's not true. That's not true. I could tell you about a couple of pastors' daughters.
That don't happen if you got a good
super
girl dad in your
overprotective.
life.
He being sarcastic.
I'm talking to Mark.
Yo,
I was being sarcastic too.
Yeah, I know. But even or heartbreak. My nigga, you niggas go get their heart broken and they feel like they were about to end because they mother or they father sheltered them their whole fucking life.
That sheltering shit go back for it.
Sheltering is rough. Yeah.
You got, like you said, gotta be a balance. And she ain't gonna be with that nigga in DC. DC different.
I believe in overprotecting your children, but not
Right.
not
She might be
embarrassing.
in
I
DC
don't know.
with him.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
Them niggas be having the weird parent relationships. Like they might live together in DC.
Mom
I
be in
don't
the
know what
guest
they're
room,
doing.
right.
Yeah.
But the problem is, also
At what point do you put an end to that?
She not in Keisha guest room.
when he find the right woman, the right woman's going to shut that shit down. And what's going to happen is, unfortunately,
The mother gonna be beefing with the wife.
or the mom going to get shut out of his life.
Yeah.
He going to pick, and he probably ain't picking his mom.
That cock
Do
blocking
you think
shit
do
looks
you
whack.
think there'd be a woman that's good enough for mom?
No.
Because a lot of times in those cases, it's never.
She'd be like me. And not in a sexual way. In this weird, like, I'm taking up all this space. I don't want another woman in this space, and no woman will ever be good enough. I've seen this happen a million times. And then,
Obsessive.
Yeah,
right.
but you saying it happened a million times to Keisha and Tammy in the hood, and you doing that to who we all see in the women's Final Four or saw before the injury.
Yo, that was the
Like-
point
And
that
the
was
football
funny.
final.
That was the point that was funny to me. Maybe his mother didn't know who JuJu was and was just looking at her like this little potential.
That's possible, I guess.
Nigga, JuJu doing a
You
couple.
don't do no intro when mom come in and throw
She
balls?
doing a couple $1 million a year probably by herself right
She
now.
getting
No,
five
no, probably
on
not.
the-
$4 or $5
She
million
getting five on
in
the-
NIL money
Yeah, five.
by herself.
Dog, JuJu is JuJu. Mom, you're right.
I think mom.
Mom
knows.
maybe
Mom know
don't
who
know
JuJu
that.
Maybe, maybe not.
Or you say, Mom, this is JuJu, the greatest women's college player in the country.
I
Right?
wouldn't give a fuck, actually. Once I get a certain level of famous and certain cameras
Can't
is
tell
on
me
me,
nothing.
it ain't your place to behave this way publicly. I'm not telling you not to feel this way. But all that extra shit you did for the camera, now I'm looking stupid like
It's
I'm
embarrassing.
15
Yeah,
in
but
the
you know
face.
what?
We're not doing that.
You don't know no better because she been doing it your whole life. So
you-
to a lot of them, that's the norm.
And if
So-
she was a single mom, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, no.
If she was a single mom, you seen your mother sacrifice the world for you to get to where you are. So a lot of people might feel indebted or feel like they owe their mother certain shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, dog, we never know. Well, a lot of us come from single parent households. The sacrifices that our mothers have made for us to even survive out in this bitch. So now you feeling like you owe your mom something or you indebted to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let her rock out and have this level of control.
That's a fact.
All of us didn't come up in single parent household.
I know. I didn't say we all.
I was fly with my uncles. Now what, nigga? Fucking watch your fucking.
I was flowing mine too.
JuJu Budden.